on the horizon of what Freddie Rose said about Pacquiao versus the black fighters, and Larry Merchant saying, Ward and Crawford will never be superstars in the sport of boxing. Most people thought I would kill both of them, but pretty much I kind of agree with them, to a certain extent. A lot of it, I agree with them. When people just read the headlines and stuff and they just overreact to the headline, listen to the whole video or read the whole interview, and your point of view might change. It might not change your opinion on it, but you be like, all right, I see what he's talking about. I feel him from that point of view. I understand what he's saying now, and try it out. Listen to the whole fucking thing from beginning to end sometime, depending on what you're looking for. And just don't take the debate as the title. This your boy CJ Goodfellow with the Boxing Clinic, by the way. And you'll get a little bit of ways in that. But I'm not really piggyback, but kind of create my own thing. I spoke about it on Facebook Live a lot, so and in boxing groups. But the state of the American fighter, which is predominantly black right now, on the major side of things. We do have Joe Smith Jr. as well. Hopefully he's promoted and managed right, and he can go on and do bigger and better things in his career. Really good guy, blue collar guy that, I don't seek to interview a lot of guys in the sport of boxing. I interview a few, talk to a few in New York City, off camera. My channel is just not based off interviews. Maybe one day, I would do it, but Joe Smith Jr. is one of those guys I would like to interview, as well as a few guys on this list. Andrade, I like to grill him with some tough questions, but you wonder why these guys, are not superstars. Some of them, especially the guy in the middle, Andre Ward. You wonder why he's not a superstar. And in most eyes, outside of the sports world, outside of the boxing world, he's not even considered a star. He's a I don't know if he's an ABC lister. I don't even think he's any of the three. And this is a dude that's a clean-cut dude, has an Irish background as well, I believe, and a black background as well. Family guy, but maybe that's what it is. When Floyd made his peak on the market as a real marketable guy and wearing the black hat, one of his catchphrases was controversy sells. And there's nothing controversial about Andre Ward's career until the Kovalev fight. And shout out to Colosso Boxing Talk. They did a video today I had to catch up on. I seen a little bit of it that Andre Ward, and the promotions are failing with Ward and Kovalev. It's not promoted like it should be, and how great the other fight was. It's one of these rare occasions where the fight is better than the promotion, which is getting to be a regular thing nowadays, where promoting and marketing fighters is just a thing of the past, pumping them out. Remember the last major fight that was marketed by HBO, really was pushed, was Devin Alexander versus Timothy Bradley. It was such an ugly fight that ever since then, it kind of was the turn for HBO. They put so much money into that fight. They played those guys like $2.5-3 million a piece, and it was a marquee fight at 140, and it stunk up the place. But you wonder why some of these guys can't sell or become stars. As big as people are on Terrence Crawford in the boxing world, he stepped outside the boxing world into the sports world, he's a nobody. And it's easy for guys to be like, well, a LeBron James, why is these kids yelling? But I'm on the porch. Why? Not my kids though. Why is LeBron James so popular, or a lot of the NBA guys so popular? Because they're in a sport that is not, it may not be number one in America, but it's a world-renowned sport, just as boxing is, but it's a marquee sport in America. Something that everybody tunes in and watches. Even if it's only for the finals or the playoffs, people can identify those faces with being able to watch them for basically on regular cable or on free TV. And with boxing, that's the biggest thing in America. It's just no way to market these guys on and build other audiences fighting on HBO and Showtime. Not everybody can afford cable, but now it's more affordable now, a little bit more affordable. Still high as giraffe pussy, but cannot everybody afford HBO and Showtime, So you have to pay a cable bill, pay an internet bill on top of paying for HBO and Showtime, $10 to $13 a month a piece. It's not gonna work. You don't see the NBA. You know, the NBA doing a lot of shit on doing no games on HBO or Showtime and making people pay a paid subscription to watch their game. It's on ABC Sunday, Thursdays and Tuesdays now, or Mondays is on TNT and ESPN. And most guys live to watch it watch ESPN, and most girls watch it because their guys watch it. So if you watch a Sports Center and you roll over to, the NBA, and you watching the NBA and it rolls over to Sports Center, that's ratings. On HBO now, they could be losing some subscribers as well, from the simple fact with Netflix and Kodi and, individual APKs. I'm not sitting there on HBO waiting for, or Wonder Woman to come on HBO. I got bootlegs, Kodi, I can watch it anywhere. So that subscriber group that stays over to watch boxing from the premiere movie on HBO is gone. It's really much extinct. So, it's the marketing tools and the promotion. You have to get these guys on free TV. You have to get these guys doing European tours, fighting over in Tokyo, getting them on regular Fox, getting them on regular NBC, PBC. If you got to go to PBS, anywhere that's accessible. Bounce is not an accessible channel, not a channel that, anybody knows what fucking channel it is on these days. And a guy like Robert Easter Jr., huge potential. Adrian Broner, the popular guy in this group, as far as, out in the real world. And it's a stretch to call him a C-lister. It's how you promote it. It's the sport is behind football, way behind basketball, way behind baseball. It's behind MMA, UFC, and it might be behind soccer now. It's because they took it from free TV to pay prescriptions, and now they want you to pay to watch the fights on pay-per-views. Now, how dumb does that sound? Once you say, I want you to watch the Super Bowl on pay-per-view. Pay pay-per-view to watch the Super Bowl. Pay pay-per-view to watch the NBA Finals. Pay pay-per-view to watch the World Series. How dumb does that sound? Your premium event, you want people to pay for it. The event that is bigger than the sport, or as big as getting the sport, you want people to pay for it. How dumb does that sound? If my mom said that's why she got out of boxing. And they started to make you pay for it. It's stupid. Think of it that way. So the showcase for your sport is on, you got to pay $50, $60 to see it. And put that in any other sport in that scenario and you'll see what I'm talking about. We gone.